Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to episode 5 of my Satisfactory Let's Play for Update 6 and beyond. Now in the last episode, we created the space elevator and sent up our first batch of 50 smart plating, allowing us to now begin progressing through the milestones for Tier 3, which is coal power, vehicles, and steel production. We've also just built the awesome sink and the awesome shop, allowing us to greater customize our factory in the future. So, the current milestone we have in the top right is coal power. That required 150 reinforced plates. Now, much like the last episode, I've actually gone ahead and created a to-do list on the right side of the screen, and the first thing I have in there is creating another assembler for reinforced plates, because we kind of need a lot more than we currently produce. We have a reinforced plate assembler just up there, but we actually use everything it produces in the 2 assemblers down here. Now, if you remember at the last episode, I had actually said that we had a free smelter, and I kind of worked it out in between episodes. It seems like we can get another one of these on the go without too much hassle. So this smelter, we're going to start activating it, get it into a constructor, pull up some screws, merge it with the plates, and have a second assembler. We're going to need that to get to coal power. Once coal power is done, my plan is then basically to start searching out where we can get coal and water together. But in order to actually create the piping necessary to kind of work with water, we're going to have to create a mini copper factory, essentially. So that's another thing we're going to be doing today. So we probably won't get to proper coal power in this one, but in the next one we should be all good to go. I don't think it's actually rained since we started the game. Kind of nice to see the little reflections on the ground. Alrighty, let's get cracking. This should be easy enough, I think. So let's just get merging things, because we've already laid this place out fairly well, that this shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's go iron plates on that. And with this smelter, we're just going to pull up one smelter and go straight into here. But we'll try to make it, relatively symmetrical with what's going on down on the ground over there. So we actually don't need any merger or anything like that. We'll just pull it straight out. I think about there is good. And if I just swap to this one, go to number 4 and pull it up. Is that even? It might not be 100% even. Nah, I could have come a bit further. Let's just make it look the same. It'll look better that way. Even though this factory kind of looks like a disaster. There, that'll do it. Alright, let's jump back upstairs. We'll take our little jump pad to bring us up. Boom. No time at all. Alright, cool. In we go. Out we come. And I guess we'll just go like this. Oh man, the rain is really therapeutic, actually. I often listen to sort of rainy moods with some soft lo-fi music or some chill music or something. Sometimes no music at all. Just the sound of rain is often really good. My wallpaper on my desktop is actually just like rain droplets kind of raining down in the background behind. Okay, so that's hooked up. It's got power, right? It does now. Okay, so that's going to start receiving it. So basically, we've got 20 iron plates fresh off the presses. We also need screws. Now we've got extra plates going over there. How many plates does this need? 30. Now if you remember, we had an excess of 10. It's perfect. It's almost like they wanted me to do this. So we'll just grab another assembler. We'll stack it, I don't know, somewhere here on the edge. And we'll feed these in. This is going to have to merge, actually, at some point, but I'll just feed it in right now. It's going to have to merge with that over there, so I assume this is going to come out this way, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. In fact, I can bring this merger a little bit further back to line that up. Sorry, splitter. And that'll make a lot more sense. So let's just get rid of this. So this is our splitter, and it's going to be split from the right. And we won't need this box anymore. This is done. If anything, we could reverse it. Send it out. Although it's always nice to have a little bit extra for us to use. So, the only issue here, I suppose, would be to make it look nice, we'd have to go over that belt. Or, if we're being smart, we could just split from this one. That would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. Alright, let's do that then instead. Alright, so our splitter. Split it that way, so 10 are coming out this way, and they're going to get merged. Nice. Alright, so that's 10 in and 20 in. And then that makes 30 in. Perfect. That's done. So this is going to keep going this way. That's going to go out there. And this can just hook straight up. So that's 20. Yeah, so 20 in, 10, so that's 30. And then just the exact same thing is happening on this side. So really nice. Nicely split. I know the colors are different, by the way. I'll probably clean that up in the future. You're just going to have to deal with it for this episode, I guess. Alright, so the next thing then is going to be getting screws fed into this machine. And this one will take a little bit longer, but I've got a plan. So, we had too many rods here. And it's a bit of a math issue. Essentially, this line here has 50. There's 50 on this line. So we're going to have to split that a couple of times, actually. So essentially, this is on 50. And then over here, where we're sending these rods, only requires 12. So, it's a pretty easy way to get 12 out of 50. We just divide it twice, and we get 12 and a half. So let's do that. So I'm just going to cut it there. Cut this one here. This. Okay, so to copy this out, we're going to have to extend our foundations. And I'll probably get rid of this part of the wall. We'll leave that there for now. Might need it to climb up. Although we could just jump up, actually, yeah, so we can get rid of this. Now, also, in between the episodes, I've kind of gone around the map a little bit. I'll just show you. So I did a little exploring, not too much, just a little exploring. I found a hard drive out there, which I didn't actually grab or do anything with yet. I just kind of ran past it and noted it down. Also noted down a few different slugs that I'd found. Just literally pinged them. You can look at them and then press Alt right click and then just add the slug stamp to it. It's quite easy to remember where they are then. Found a cave, no idea what's in caves. And I found a water, like obviously there's water lakes here and stuff, but I found it like a water deposit. It's like a geyser. Or geyser in the crack of like the foundations of the ground, essentially. I've never seen that before, so I guess you can get water out of there at a certain rate. Maybe it has higher pressure, I have no idea. Alright, anyway, back to the task at hand. So, did I need to expand this out? No, I don't. No. So there's 50 coming out of here. So let's go. Let's just do this. So I know that that 50 has to be split. Start splitting it here, actually. Let's get rid of this for now. I didn't need to actually build that. So that's going to be, there we go, 50, and then we're going to bring this out to be 25. I need to stop making the what's it called, belts before I actually put the thing down. It's going to be 25, and then it needs to get split again. So that has to line up with this, roughly about there, I think. Has to be 2 back from it. 2, 1, 2. And it could be pretty far over. I think it's okay to go somewhere there. Alright, that's going to be our 12.5. So this makes 25. That's 25, and that'll go in and become 12.5 out that way. Yes. Alright, cool. Now the issue is getting it back into that one and bringing it over for 2 more machines. So this is going to be 12.5. Or sorry, that's 12.5, that's 20. This will be also 12.5, but it has to go back into a merger. So something like this. So yeah, actually, I might have to bring this back just a little bit. So it'll all make sense, I promise. So I'll get the merger somewhere like here. This is a lot easier when I planned it out before. I don't know why. Now it seems like quite complicated. And this will be the splitter. Yeah. Okay, so 25 goes in here and 12.5, so that's going to be 37.5. Last split happens now. At least the last split for a while. Like this. What's 37.5 divided by 2? It's like 18 or something. So 18 will go in there. This does need 20, so technically I'm going to be falling a little short. But that's fine. You'll see. Alright, let's grab more foundations out here. We're going to add 2 more constructors. And these guys are going to make screws. And they're going to take what's coming out of this side. So remember, this is going to be like 18, roughly around 18. I think. So this is going to need to be a splitter. Okay. That goes in there. That goes in there. We're getting spaghettified, that's for sure. Righty, so we'll follow it from the beginning in a second just to get kind of re-familiar with it. But let's just hook this back up. So these are screws. Screws need 10 per minute. So like I said, we're sending in about 18. So again, we're a tiny bit short, but you may remember, we've unlocked overclocking now. And we only need 60 to come out of this. So our target, if we double click this, just list it to 30. So that's going to be 75. And that's going to use a lot less power as well as a result. And it'll consume less rods, which is what we want, because we're just a little bit short. So let's just move over here. So now we need to... That's where the plates are going to come out. We need to send something up there. So let's just fly up real quick. Okay. And we can say... Come out of here, come straight down, and go straight across. End at the edge. And this can come down this way, aiming right in there. And we get our final merger that merges these two together. Is that what I want? Yeah. It's gonna make it a bit awkward, I think, but whatever. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, nice. So that's going to send the screws on up into the assembler, and then we're going to get our other thing and bring it down this way. Could do that, and send it out to the same location where our other one is. So let me just extend the foundations out. So, in between episodes I added this box, which is just gathering all the smart plating, all the extra big things we make out of assemblers. So you could feed that directly into the Awesome Sink. I was guessing that we're probably going to need it for something in future, like modular frames, etc. So it's good to just store it here, I think. But I can move this box now a bit further out. And also add in maybe the smart plating we're getting from up there as an extra. Just so that everything I need is in one box. I'm not running everywhere like too crazy. So I'll keep it straight like this. I guess there's no harm in even doing that. Well, it's a bit weird. Whatever. Just leave it for now. Let them just move from one. Once this is empty, then I'll rejoin it. Okay, so yeah. So let's just climb this really quickly. I know it hasn't got power yet. I haven't activated all this yet, but we're almost there. So, this is coming straight along here. Something you could do is just literally build this up. But instead, we'll just put down the scaffolding thing. Is that in line? I think it's in line. Now this factory's done, really. I don't think anything has to be built here anymore. Because we've used every smelter, you know? Maybe just go up one more level? Don't know, it seems a bit high. But it does say it's in line. It says there's soft clipping, soft clearance, but it doesn't seem like it. I guess because it's just going through the top of that. Is that rising up? Yeah, it is. Maybe we can see if we can bring it down. There we go. That looks good. That one's not needed, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, cool. And then we'll just do this and say, yeah, just come down. Out you go. Is this almost done? Okay, I guess I'll just pick this up and move it manually then and get rid of this. There, just keep your inventory a little neater. So we need a merger. Pretty much just in line with that. It's right on the edge, but that's okay. Alright, good. So now, every assembler is sending its stuff into that box. That's basically what's happening here. We just need to power that on as a final, our last stand, our last act. So let's see. This is connected to that. That's connected to this. Could just connect it like this, I suppose. Why not? And there we go. We're pressing screws. Yep. So that's going to be 30 per minute, which is what we need for no excess. And we only take 7.5 rods. So that's going to be 15 rods in total. We're sending 18 to here. If I have that right. I think so. Anyway. I'll count it out again in a minute, just to be sure. Right, so flying up to the top. Has this been powered on yet? Not yet. Alright, that's our last thing to do here as well. Okay, it's going to start receiving these screws and the iron plates, of which we are sending the correct amounts in. So, that should be that done. Let's just recap what I did. So, we used to have the box here, full of iron plates. That was just storing our excess of 10. Instead, we've rerouted that excess of 10, combined it with another one that makes 20, and sending 30 in there and 30 in here. Remember, these two things, they actually do the same thing. So we're pulling screws up from this side to go in here, and now I'm pulling screws up from that side to go in there. So now knowing this, if I was to redesign this factory, it's like, okay, well, I know that these two could be aligned to each other and they could take screws in together. They both take 60, so a line of 120 screws being divided evenly, just going into both, will be quite nice. And similarly, taking in 60 plates would also be good, right? Because they need 30 each. So there's 3 here, you split it once, and it goes in. Whereas our solution's a bit more complicated, but that's okay. Don't look at it, it's fine. It still works. 30 per minute is heading in here, right? I'm almost positive of that. Yeah, it's fine, yeah. We are actually only splitting it once. Good. So down here, just to quickly go over it, also for my own sanity, because I like to make sure I haven't messed it up. Basically, we've got 4 machines here, 4 constructors making rods. They each make 15. So that's 30, another 30, that's 60. 60 are all combined together, except 10 of them go into here. Now granted, I'm not splitting that evenly, but when this fills up, so I'll just make that full now. So now it's a guaranteed 10 are going in there. Everything else goes this way, which should be 50 when it's all said and done, right? It's all just being merged, merge, and now it's 50, because there's 60 and we just took 10 away. So 50 is coming along here. It's being split into 25 and 25 again. So that 25 is stuck here. This has been split. 12 and a half is going off to that machine, which only requires 12. So we're actually still providing more than we even needed to. The other 12 and a half goes this way, rejoins the 25. Yeah, so 37 and a half. 37 and a half then gets split. Now, I'm an idiot, so I'm just going to quickly break out a calculator, go 37.5 divided by 2. That's going to be 18.75. So I was close, I said 18. 18.75. This machine needs 20 rods per minute. So it might always stay 100% active, but it might fall down to like 90% productivity. I'm okay with that. For the purpose of everything else working at 100%, this seems alright to me. Anyway, the other 18.75 are going to travel along this way. And then we're going to hit 7.5 and 7.5. So that's 15. So we save up 3.5. 3.5 is going to get backlogged and probably fill that machine to 100%. So we're totally fine. Now, obviously I've artificially lowered the rate of this, but that's fine because all we needed was 60 coming out of here. So that's 30 screws, 60 heading up. That's enough logistics for today, but at least that all works. Let's toggle it off on the to-do list. Boom, reinforced plate assembler, done. Now, the next thing to do is do our copper mini factory. Now I waited for that because we actually don't have access to copper yet. I think we get it once we do the coal power. So we have, how many reinforced plates do I have now? 125. By the way, are we getting some here? So yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait just a little while. Maybe I could manually make some. But we need 100. Actually, these machines are probably backed up with some. Thinking about it. Yes, excellent. I'll just steal it. That one's not. I'll leave that one alone. Do we have enough now? We have 164. We're good. And I've got more than enough rotors, and we've got plenty of cable. So let's advance to the next milestone, which is going to be coal power.
Milestone reached. Coal is an improved alternative power source to biomass and can be fully automated if provided water with the new pipeline buildings and power throughout the initial setup. Coal has been added to the resource scanner. Note: ensure the close proximity of water to the coal production line. Note: pumps will aid in vertical transport of fluids through pipes. Note: throughput and volume indicators are added to each pipe section automatically.
Sweet. Okay, so I've gone further than coal a little bit, but it's been such a long time. I do remember that we've got like copper sheets that make pipes, and we're gonna need pipes and stuff to bring in water. So essentially the power is steam, right? So we burn coal, but we have to boil the water to make the steam for hydroelectricity, I guess, right? Or whatever, something like that. So that's essentially why you need water and coal. So you have to build them relatively close to each other. So let's do our first coal ping. I know that there's two to my south. If we look in the map, it should get alerted. So there's one right down there, and that's pure. There's another one all the way over here. Yeah, I kind of walked past that one. And then there's a giant bunch up here. Can't see about that. Normal, 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 and normal, I guess. Now that's right next to water. I kind of remember that area. It's a sort of a basin where you can walk down that way. And I think there's a big dense forest on that side, so I guess that's probably where I'll go. It's tempting just to pull in the purity here is pure, and that's normal. So one of these is worth 2. So we could just go there. And I think actually there's copper down here. Let's just check that really quickly. That's basically out that way. So copper there, there's purity of normal purity. And here we go, yeah, there is a little stack down here. Impure, though. Is that it? I guess that's it. Alright, well, I'll probably just build on the one we have then. I think even that's going to be enough to do what we want to do. So we've got our pipeline now. There we go, we can see the copper sheets. Pipeline junction cross. A pipeline pump can be attached to a pipeline to apply head lift. Maximum head lift is 20 meters. Allows fluids to be transported 20 meters up. As an in and output direction, head lift does not stack, so space between the pumps is recommended. Interesting. And then pipeline support. And we have our fluid buffer, so we can kind of store, just like we could store goods, we can store water in here, or other fluids. Anything else? And then there we go. Coal generator. Requires reinforced plates. And this is why it's like we had to get that reinforced assembler up and running, because we're obviously going to need it to not only build our faster belts, but also just store some up for different things we need to build. So it's a big building, pretty big, you know. But it produces, what does it produce? 75 megawatts of power. Whereas we're only getting 30 from a biomass burner. Plus, it can be automated, so we never have to refill it. We can just let the machines do the refilling. 75. So yeah, we could get a big stack of these, see how much coal we're able to feed in and produce, and stop using biomass burners at all, if possible. Okay, cool. So the next one is the copper mini factory. So we're going to remove all of this, bring it up there, and build a factory up there. I think that'll be the thing to do. Alright, can we, let me just grab as much concrete as possible. We'll just head over here for a sec. Boop. Perfect. Alright. Another 500, essentially. God, I love this game. It's so much fun. And I'm still so early. How's the power, actually? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't mention. In between episodes, I added 2 more power biomass burners. So we've now got 10. So, the demands are great on that side of things. So we got 125 smart plating. Remember, we needed 500 to get to the next phase. So we're just making that all the time in the background. 120 modular frames. Take the plates, and I don't know if we need the rotors. We'll just take it with us anyway. Leave the 14 behind. Ah, yeah, so I also, in between episodes, gathered, like, let some more resources go into the sink. So I've got 14 tickets now. So for this little mini factory, I want to get some certain things. So, let's see. It would be nice to get a conveyor lift floor hole, so we'll just get that. Don't know if I need the wall mount. I feel like I'm not going to use it. Pipeline wall attachments and pipeline floor holes, they'd be good too. Wall power outlets, let's get those. So it's going to be 4 in total. Conveyor walls and a door, let's get both of those. Gates. Gates would be nice for our vehicles. We're going to have vehicle transporting soon. So how much is this in total? Oh, that's 14. Damn. What else could we get? Ladders would be nice. We do have the catwalks. Maybe I'll swap out the gates for a ladder. They cost the same. And I'll have to work towards getting the gates later on. Let's buy all that. Factory ladder, conveyor walls, door walls, wall power outlets, and conveyor lift floor holes. Boom. There go all my tickets. That's a lot of stuff, though. A lot of stuff. And this one would be great. We can just get rid of all the poles, essentially, and use these instead. And they cost wire and rods, which I've got loads of. So I just want to make sure I've got everything I need before I head over there. I think I do. Foundations, we have everything we need. Lots of plates, 1,000 plates, 2,000 concrete. Yeah, we're good. I think we can build the whole thing, basically. Do I have what I need for... I think I need something like 3 constructors. That's done. Oh, there's our water extractor as well, by the way. What a beast. We'll see that in the next episode, I'm hoping. Okay, let's get going. I think I've got everything I need. I'll leave our factory to do its business. Let me just check that. This can be changed now. We've got an excess of leaves piling up, so let's just go leaves. Switch that in there. Oh yeah, very last thing. I will just show this just because I haven't shown it yet. If we've got something new. As with the overclocking, so in this case I was underclocking the machine, yeah? But I did also overclock. Whoops. Really smacked my head off those machines. I did also collect some power shards and overclock our concrete. So essentially, I think I collected 3 power shards. In here now, I've got 2 of them placed in. Each one gives you 50%. So now we're making 60 parts per minute. It's like having 2 miners on the one thing. Increasing the wattage quite a bit, but we're getting 60 tons of limestone, or yeah, 60 limestone per minute. And then in here, I added 1 and throttled it to 133% so that we're consuming 60 per minute. So it doesn't get bottled up. As soon as we hit 6, we're constructing another one. As soon as this bar goes up, 6, boom. It's always 3 out of 3. Perfect. That's what you want. Love it. All right, and just means we're making concrete much faster now. Because previously the standard ratio was like half the speed or something. So it took 3 power shards, but I got it equal, and we're making a lot more concrete in the background, which is going to be great. We're going to need a lot of it, so all good. Alrighty. It'll be fun when we get hypertubes as well. We can just roll around. And zip lines. I haven't actually used zip lines yet. I saw people on Reddit, I think, saying that zip lines are totally useless. Maybe by the stage you get it, I guess, because you already have hypertubes and stuff, but it's just a bit of fun, I think. Okay, so will I leave it? No, we'll unpack all of these things, bring it with us. Now, if our inventory gets too full, which it might do, we'll create a little box on the ground where it'll just get dumped. Oh, we're okay. Oh damn, bad time to build. It's going to be nighttime. People were saying you should look into a mod that keeps it daytime, but I don't know. I thought it's kind of nice having nighttime, but I guess early on when you don't have lights, maybe it doesn't help the viewer that much. Alright. So yeah, we're just creating these little boxes get created when you've got too much stuff. That's okay, we'll come pick it up in a minute. Alrighty. Take this little ramp up here. We've only got 1 miner to deal with, so it's not going to be too complicated. This factory should be straightforward enough. Although I didn't plan on how to build it out or anything, so we'll be just kind of guessing. Just while I'm full up, I'm just going to put down a personal box. And just load it with some stuff that I won't need for a while. It's clogging my inventory, and let me just pick up that stuff I left behind. Otherwise I'll forget it. Alright, good. Ah, it's bright enough. You guys can see, right? Boom. Oh, by the way, we just did coal power, so I can actually tick that off the list. I guess I put my ordering a bit wrong. Can't build the copper factory without getting the coal first, because we didn't have the recipe for copper sheeting, or whatever it's called. Let's see what it's called. Copper sheet, yeah, there it is. And what does it take? 20 ingots. And we get 10 copper sheets. Okay. Let's just get rid of all of this stuff. Say, see you later. Are we still making boxes? Wow, yeah, we're still full up. Oh, because I just picked up 100 ore. The great thing, I know I said in a previous episode I got like OCD, I want to put everything, you never have too much, never waste a resource, never destroy it or whatever. That was actually before the awesome shop, so now I can just throw it into the awesome shop, I don't mind. At least then you get something for it. Everything you've produced gets used somewhere, so it's quite nice. So I'm just thinking, we've got a big, nice, big flat plane here. So I guess I'll just start laying out foundations, then I can turn the thing a bit later. So let's go. Go foundation 2. Snap it to the world grid first, so that if we ever do merge everything into one hyper factory, at least it's all linked together. And we'll just zoop it across, maybe 5. I think a 5x5 would probably be enough. I'll just hop up on a lookout tower to do this. It is a mini factory, like I said. It's just one miner, so there's only so much you can do with it. Alright, something like that, I assume. Just get rid of this. Okay, I'm looking forward to getting concrete and asphalt. Asphalt will be really good, probably the next thing I want to get in the awesome shop, just so we can have like nice roads that lead out to the coal. If I do go for the one that's all the way out here, we probably need to asphalt like this hill, because it gets very tight. And I think, what was it, coal was like up here or something. So yeah. Alrighty, good. So there's our miner. It's gonna have to just feed straight into this place. Should I have built up there? Sorry to be so indecisive, but let me just see. If we keep it on the same plane, it might look a little bit nicer. Yeah. Hate to do that, but just gonna redo it. So I'll just build a lookout tower just up here, and that way we can connect it, make it all kind of seamless in some way. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go. Foundations, level 2. Snap it to the world grid. So the world grid is really weird compared to the miner, but that's just the way it's got to be, I guess. Uh-oh. Power is shut down. I'll have to run over to that in a minute. Could break out the chainsaw as well and get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, what a weird angle. I guess it could come in sideways. Hey, what the hell, man? Not cool. Oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked. I've got no inventory space. I'm just gonna make another box right here. Okay, wire. There we go. Alright, let's get power back online just so we're still producing resources in the background. Otherwise it's a waste. Waste of time. I thought I queued up power to keep going this whole episode, so don't know what's going on. I just realized my microphone's been pretty far away from my mouth this whole time. It's a little bit closer now, so I'll have to make a note of that around this time mark to fix that. Alright, yeah, we've got loads of biofuel. That's the good news. So let's just feed it into whatever machines need it. 33 was left. 33. Everything should have 33 then, I would assume. No. Yeah, these are empty. There must have been too much. Okay, I guess we just ran out in these ones. Fair enough. So there's 10 in total. We can put 100 in each one. So let's do that. This is why we need coal power, so we don't ever have to do this. This laborious, time-consuming crap. 100 should keep us going for quite a long time. It's 100 in each one, and then we'll add 100 to these two as well. So let me just take that out. 100 in there, so it's even. Alright, let's turn it back on. Boom. Let's throw the biofuel back in here. Is this all still being turned into... Yeah, so we're still getting biomass. That's fine. Alright, sorry about that. Let's head back. Power should even last a little bit longer, seeing as we turned off so many machines. We could add things like a catwalk here as well, maybe. Bring some steps up to this area. Alright, so let's test out this miner, how it's going to look and how it's going to work in this area. So you could do something like that. I guess then it's on the grid, and we can bring it in. We could also, by proxy, do something like that, and then it's also on the grid. Should we do it this way? So maybe I need to be raised a little more. Just a tiny bit more, maybe. Sorry to have to delete this like so many times over, but gotta get it right. And that way you never have to come back to it, at least for a long time. Do I have... Oh, I should have brought the biofuel with me to pick up the... maybe I won't need it. Get the trees and stuff out of the way, use a chainsaw. Now that's going to be clipping straight through. Is that a problem? I think it is. God damn it. Ugh. Alright, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to just keep apologizing. I know people probably don't care as much as I do, but I'm just trying to get it right. I think doing it this way then will just make it easier, so sorry. Let's just get rid of this. Let that stuff grow back, that's fine. And that way you can just keep it at this height. All good. Third time's the charm. So, no biofuel, no? Can we make biofuel right here? I might be able to just do that. So there's 100 biomass just there, and there's some biofuel. That'll just power our chainsaw. We'll just cut some of these trees out of the way. Eco-friendly, of course. And that should be good. Alright. Alright, good. Okay, so yeah, we'll just extend the foundations out this way as well. And we can add some supports or something to make the place look a bit nicer later on. Alright, good. So this is our starting point, nice and central to the line here. What we're going to need to do then is... Oh, let's get it powered right now. We can change where power comes in a moment. Just get it working so I know what's going on. Just something like that, then it's going to be 60, right? 60 per minute. And we want to keep what we had, so I think there was 2 constructors, because we also want to get copper back out and wire. So the ore needs to go into 2 smelters. That's the starting point for sure, right? So here's a smelter here. That's an in point, yep. This one's an in point, and they're equidistant away from the thing. Cool. So then we get our first splitter, and we split it evenly right here. In you go. Alright, pretty straightforward, right? Nice and simple. Oops. Well, actually, that's as good as it gets, because this isn't actually aligned, so that is as good as it gets. And I'm fine with that. It's just like the slightest bit off. But what can you do? I mean, what can you do? I don't know. It's just pretty much as straight as it goes. Right, anyway. That's going to be then copper ingots. This will be copper ingots. And we could maybe rotate it around out this way to make it look cool. Because then it's going to go into several constructors. So let me just check what the constructor values are going to be. So we need, first off, we need wire. So that's going to be 15 per minute. So we need to split it one of the smelters. And then we could make 2 lots of wire if we wanted to. And what about the copper sheets? 20. So we've got a 15 and a 20. Well, I want 2 lots of copper sheets, actually. The wire is probably fine for a while. Yeah, so that's 40, 55. That's as good as we'll get then for a while. So 2, yeah, that's fine. And then off the wire, we'll make the cable. Alrighty. So that means we need 40. I'm just trying to think what's the best way to split it. We need one with 15. So the way we get 15 is really easy. We just make one. We just split one once, and then we merge the 2 back up, and that's it. Yeah. All right. Let's just do it there. So that splits once, and then this merges here. So that's 30 splitting to 15. So this 15 will go into a constructor somewhere over here, I guess, right away. And we could just lay them out this way, actually facing back the other direction. That would be ideal. Oh, wrong way around. My bad. Nice. Okay, cool. So that is wire. Now that wire has to then be turned into... I'm sorry to be really annoying about this, but I'm just going to move it back a bit, because I'm a little tight for space, because this is the only one that's going to be a double conversion. So that has to come back just a little bit more, because it's going to go pretty much straight into another one somewhere over here. Might move that in a second, but... So yeah, wire. Straight away wire, we get 30 per minute, and then this is going to be cable. And cable needs how much per minute? It wants 60 per minute. Yikes. Not going to be sending in that much. We're going to send in 15, so we're going to underclock our machine pretty heavily. Actually, you want target output. Is that right? 15? 60 per minute. No, we want 25%, yeah. I think. I don't know, I'll have a look back in it in a second. Alright, anyway. Yeah, 30 per minute. I'm sending in 15. To get 15 in here, it would have to be 25%. I think. I think so. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, let's just see what happens when I turn it on. Because I'm going to split. The reason I'm splitting is because we want to save some of the wire for itself, because you need wire for construction. So this will just go into a box. Okay, let's get these machines running just so we can start to see things coming together. I'll probably use the wall outlets though, so we haven't built any walls yet. So I'll just temporarily use the poles. Just use a pole there, another one there. Okay, they're all hooked up, and they just need to be hooked up to that one. So, everything's powered, yeah? So the drill will go down, do its thing. Put some railing down or something in future to block this off. Now this grass shouldn't grow back here, I don't think, after a while. It's annoying that there's little specks coming through, but oh well. Alright, so 60, split evenly, 30-30, making 30 copper. 30 copper gets split into 15 and then 15. 15 of it comes this way. 15 in makes 30 wire. 30 wire comes out and is going to be split into 15 coming in. 15 coming in is a quarter of what we need to make 30 cable. So I'm going to reduce the clock speed down to a quarter, and then we're going to probably get like, 7.5 per minute of cable. But that's alright, it's just to use for construction. I don't think you use it for anything else. If you do, we need to actually build a factory on multiple copper resources. This is just one, so there's just not that much I'm ever going to be able to really do with it. So, another storage container, I don't know, somewhere lengthways would probably be actually we could just double it around the different direction, join them together and say this will come this way, and then it goes. Alright, so wire is going to be in there, sorry, cable is going to go in here and wire is going to go in the other one, so that's fine, leave that the way it is. And then over here, this will be the new copper sheets that we're looking to get. So, just trying to think, should I do it somewhere else? Could I get... Looking at the layout. Well, we need to split it between two things. So 2 more constructors. I'm thinking going this way would probably make the most sense. We need to leave it space to actually get its stuff. I think that will be enough. Let me just check. Maybe not. Needs a bit more space. So that should be enough to be able to add a splitter right before it. Okay, so you're doing copper sheet, you're doing copper sheet. These are going to operate totally fine. Now, interestingly, I've actually got some power shards with me. I could maybe increase the rate of what's happening here. We might look into that just afterwards, but this will be fine. So these two are going to come out and merge, so I'm going to need a little bit more space. Which sucks that I have to do that, but whatever. So, pop a merger right in the middle of the two of them. Or actually, we could just put it right here, I suppose. Alrighty, so that's the sheets. I guess actually to make it look a little nicer, right? Wouldn't it be better to just line those up? We'll just do that real quick. Shouldn't be but a bother. So that way all our storage is just right there in the center for us to grab stuff out of. And we'll build maybe a catwalk around it, and that way we can just go up and get what we need when we need it. Yeah, it's almost built a little too close now. Got to pull it out further so we can get some nice right angles in there. It's not gonna work, sorry. I mean, I could just do it the way I did it, but just move it further out. I was thinking that it would look cooler if we just had them both go into one, but it's fine. Alrighty, so this just comes along, I don't know, somewhere along here. And this will just turn this way and go in. So that's that. That is that done. So this just needs power and then we're out of here. Now again, I'll use the wall outlets just when I get the thing built. The walls. Right, that's connected. That's connected. And that's copper sheets. So now we've got what we need to actually do... And that's it. That's the whole place done. So in this, we're going to have our copper sheets. In this, we've got our cable stored. And this, we've got excess wire. So I'm just going to play around with the overclocking just a little bit. Obviously, it's going to affect power. Power should be fine. Barely, but it should be. So we're basically getting 30 per minute. So... What? Oh, yeah. Let's just check. So this is going to be... I can get 10 more copper use. Right? Because that takes... Let me just check how much these take. 20. So that's 40 copper. Yeah. 40 copper. So if I put the demand of copper up here by 5, that'll be what I need, right? Then everything will be evened out. Let's put it to 120. Is that the right amount? I think it would need to be 18. We'll just wait for this to tick up again. We'll see. 18 to 19.5. $19.95. We'll add that 333. That'll be it. There we go. 20 per minute. So that's going to churn out 40 wire per minute. And then we're splitting 20 off and sending 20 in here. So you could also... Oh, we don't need to overclock this. We could just ramp up the production here. Up to 33, I think. We just gotta wait for that to get done, and then it'll update and tell us. Yeah, basically, 33.333. And it just means we're getting a little extra. That's all. But it's, you know, worth using those little shards where you have them. Those power shards. So I just want to make sure... Is that okay? Because 30 comes out of here now. And I'm splitting it. 15 is still coming this way. So, technically it's not quite right. But I'll just leave it. It'll get backed up and it'll all work out. And we're, you know, things are just going to get backed up here anyway, so that's fine. It's mostly just excess stuff that we use for construction. Because I'll probably end up taking out those power shards eventually, and we'll build a proper copper facility once we get multiple copper nodes going in the long run, in the distance, in the future. But for now, this is great. I'm really happy with it. So, let's just go... Like, if I wasn't doing it on YouTube, I'd probably sort out those splitters, to be perfectly honest. Because that would irk me slightly. Oh no. We can just extend the foundations out this way. I'm not promising that this is going to look good. Got some grass in here. There's not much I can do about that either. Let's just hop up here and have a little bird's eye view of what's going on. So yeah, ore being split, 2 smelters, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 constructors. So it is really a small factory. I might paint it a different color then in the future. And that is what it is. So let's just wall it off. Giant yellow cube. And then we'll just make the wall outlets. I might make a little catwalk so we can just walk around really quickly and like an entrance and a walkway. And that'll be it. Gives an access point for the storage. Yeah, we'll just go up one more level. I don't think we have to go much higher than that. We can leave the miner stack sticking out a little bit. Remember, I could make it look better if I had more stuff, but I just don't have anything else from the Awesome Shop to really make it like that much better. Don't even have the roofing. We could just put foundations on the top. will actually stop the smoke coming out as well, interestingly. Just a massive, like, breathing hazard, I guess, in here. So let's just leave it like that. How far up does this go? It is going to have to stick out. I don't mind that. Yeah, it's fine. We can put some railing up or something to make it look a little nicer. Alright, so we just need an exit, or an entrance, whatever way you want to look at it. Seeing as this is where we get our materials, but the way I have to run up the hill is like over there, so I guess we'll just run up, make a catwalk that goes across. Somewhere like here. Yeah, and the catwalk will just have to literally wrap around it. It's a bit of a long run, but at least it clears the machines. And it should be fun to see. We haven't seen it yet. So let's just make a door. We'll put it on the left. Did I just build 2 of those? No, it's just the one. We can make a ramp. Or stairs. Yeah, stairs probably looks a bit better. Just to make these foundations look a bit like they make a bit more sense, we can put level 4 foundations on them. Oh no. Do I bury it? Do I leave it here? I can maybe fill up one of these real quick. They're probably already full though. No, they're not. There we go. Alright, good. Alright, just a little bit better. So our yellow cube, our copper yellow cube is almost done. We'll just then make a little walkway to get around. Oh, I forgot I have the ladder. Oh yeah. Okay. How do I get it up there? I don't know. What the hell? What am I doing wrong? Oh, it's a ramp, not stairs. I want stairs. There we go. That's why. Okay, good. So we'll just take that up. Do we go up a second floor? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and then we just build our little walkway. So we just have this left side T crossing that's going to go out with this. Now ultimately we're just trying to get over there. I could follow the wall all the way around. It seems... yeah, I guess so. Why not? Let's pop our corner bit in. So, in order to actually access them easily, what would be the best way of doing that? Move down the level and just like run over them, and that way I can just touch on them if I need to, I guess. Yeah? Is that fine? And I can just grab what I need out of here when I need to. And then if we want to get out, obviously I could just run over that way, but if you want to make it a straight run without bumping into anything, you just go like this. I mean, it's super ugly, super yellow, but it works, so I'll take it. So let's just grab some of that copper sheeting. That's our copper mini factory. It's the best I could do. And let's try to really quickly progress and finish the other tasks in this episode. This took me longer than I thought. It's so funny, the stuff that I did in last episode seemed way more complicated. And I did that quicker. I guess in building a mini factory, trying to get things lined up, it'd just take a few extra minutes. Alright, well there we go. That's it. Oh yeah, I didn't do the wall outlets. That's fine, whatever. Do that at some other point. The power just literally just feeds in anyway. So yeah, we can toggle that off on our to-do list. That's done. Copper mini factory done. Find coal and water. Well, we know where it is. so I'm probably going to go out that way. The reason I wanted to do that now was to do the coal pot power, but we'll do vehicular transport next, seeing as the pod is back. Then we'll go out looking for coal and water. We'll look at the spot where we're probably going to set it up. So vehicular transport, got everything we need. Just need to also grab the... Oh, I'm the tiniest bit short of rods. Okay, well, we can fix that. Also, in the awesome shop, let's just dump some of this crap that I've got in my inventory that I don't need anymore. So we'll get rid of the ore, get rid of the ingots. Is that okay? Hopefully it won't trip the power doing this. Oh, can it not take ore? Oh no, it's not on, that's fine. Alright, cool. Alright, so we just need some rods, which should be backed up a little bit. Yeah, good. So that's the rods. What else did we need? We needed modular frames, which we've got in this box. Got lots of stuff now. That's nice to see. Should be well on our way to getting coal. Should be a lot quicker, I think, in next episode than to go out, find it, set it up. We've got all the materials I need. And we now have vehicles, so we can immediately set up the transport of coal. Which is why I wanted to do this first. So that's going to allow us to get a little tractor. We could actually go for a drive. We could drive out to it. Why the hell not?
As well as the construction of outposts is now encouraged. Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
So let's just grab those road tours, and then we can just make a tractor and get moving. Now this thing can take biofuel, I think. So let's just give it some fuel. Let's check our power. We loaded everything up with 100. They've got 46. Okay, they've still got plenty. Let's just take that. Let's take all of this, load it into here, and switch that now to make biofuel again. That's basically what I've been doing this entire time. Just rotating them. So now this is going to make biofuel, and we'll be ready to go when it's done to load up our machines again. Okay, so I've got biofuel and biomass. I don't need the biomass anymore. Let's just get rid of that. I'm not sure if it's going to take me very far putting biofuel into a tractor, but we'll see. Fuel. Please accept it. Yes. Okay, good. Alright, let's go. Boom. Look at this. Feeling good, man. Actually, just one last thing. How long is to the pod returns in 2.5 minutes. We can get that other thing done. So what I'm going to do is we want to go out to the coal area. So let's get moving. Now what you can do with this, if you're unfamiliar, is you can set automated paths, and then the car will just drive itself, self-driving. It'll follow the path that you made. And you drop nodes so it kind of knows where to kind of turn, where to go, and it's pretty good at driving itself, although it does get caught on trees and stuff, so you might have to clear some areas first. But what the plan will be is essentially drive out to a certain area. Well, I'll turn this way actually. Drive out to a certain area, get a truck station set up so that it refuels itself. Grab the coal and bring it out to a sort of a more bigger main facility out this way. So we can get steel processing. I think coal is needed for that. So yeah, let's just turn and go up this way. Don't know what kind of horsepower this thing is rocking to get up these hills. But it is a tractor in name, so I'm sure it's fine. This is why we need that asphalt, so we can just pave this place and create a little highway that goes out here. Because yeah, this would be a nightmare road to follow. Alright, we're coming up to the turn. So it's actually just down that way. So yeah, this is going to have to clear so much vegetation up this way. Alright, we'll just stop here. I don't need to drive down this tight path. That I think it really would be best to set up roads here. So we'll make foundations as the roads, and then we can retexture them later. But this is going to be it. This is where we'll get our water. And the coal, I think, is just somewhere over there. Yeah, basically just over there. You can kind of see it really in the distance just being highlighted. It's like right there. There it is. Wow, you can really zoom in. Holy crap. Yeah, so there's 4 deposits. So we'll set up 4 miners, get a bunch of water extraction going here, and then we'll do all of our coal processing, and then get a truck to drive down this path, pick it up, and drive back up. That's the plan anyway. That's going to be in the next episode. So finding coal and water, that is done. Doing vehicular transport, that is done. So the next one is find that hard drive and do some basic steel production. So those are the last 2 things I'll do for this episode. I know I'm running long. I'm going to do it anyway though. Actually, I'll tell you what. We'll do the milestone and then maybe I'll just go out and get the hard drive in the next one. Now the reason I want to go get the hard drive is because I think I've got what it needs. I think it only needed screws to open. But there's loads of random items placed around it. And I saw people saying, like, if you want to get points in the awesome shop, just pick up those items and recycle them. Because you get things like circuit boards, all these like high-tier items that we won't have yet for a while. Now, this is a much quicker route to get there. Holy crap, I took the long way around, didn't I? Jeez. Not that bad, actually. Let me just go this way. Alright, we didn't actually burn that much fuel. Alright, cool. So, next milestone, basic steel production. Foundry, steel ingots, steel beams, pipes, versatile framework, and new shop products. We need more rotors and more modular frames. Maybe I don't have enough for it then, actually. 150 rotors are required. I think I might have left some up there, though. Might just go check that real quick. We've got 10 rotors here. We have the modular frames we'd need. Lots of smart plating though, feeling good about that. Yeah, let me just rush up that way, see if... I left a box outside that I don't think I opened up, and I feel like I had more rotors than it seems I have now. Although I did recycle like 100 of them, so that could be why. Can't slide uphill, of course. There it is. Let's see what's in this box. Damn, not really what I wanted. Okay, well. That's why I have it listed as going out to the hard drive next, and then basic steel production. Yeah, I think I'll have to leave it there then. So we didn't get everything done, but I'll add that to the top of the list for the next one. We'll go out, we'll find this hard drive that I've listed out here, explore around it, grab what we can, throw it in the awesome shop, see what we get in the next tier, and then, yeah, keep progressing, I guess. Any tickets left? No extra tickets. Oh, the power's just died. All right, well, I'll fix that. That's my cue to end the episode. So thanks again very much for all the support. Really, really do appreciate it. I love playing this game. I hope it's enjoyable to watch, even when I get a little bogged down with the numbers sometimes. But I'm really happy with this place. I mean, everything is pretty much working as it should be. And that place is, well, pretty good too now. So we've just cleaned up copper big time. Iron is pretty cleaned up. We could box it as well like this. It would look really ugly, but I might go around and paint some of these places too, just to make the color less egregious. I do like yellow and black, but I don't know, it's a bit much on the walls for sure. Alright, that is going to be it. Thank you again very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support the channel directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. You'll also get exclusive access to my Discord, where there's dedicated channels for each series I'm doing, and it's a great place just to meet others and make some friends.